Hello, good afternoon. My name is Gonzalo Gutierrez, and I'm part of the faculty at Kaiser University for Sports Medicine and Fitness Technology program, and also Science of Exercise. Now we're going to review my client Betty Giraldo, of 61 years old. She's an osteoarthritic patient, and she is part of my final project for special populations. As you can see, this format is very easy to handle. Here you can see a progression of the weight, the intensity, and the volume that she has been doing during this 12-week program, and you can configure this to any exercise you want to check out. Since the program is very long, we're only gonna see 3 weeks, week 1, 6, and 12. So for now, we're discussing the week 1 program design guidelines with persons with osteoarthritis, which is gonna be our base from the NACCA to see the parameters that we're gonna be able to go with our client for aerobic flexibility and resistance training. Usually for osteoarthritic people, 2 to 3 sets will be good, 6 to 8 reps, 2 to 3 minute rest, and 60 to 80% of their 1 rep max. Since osteoarthritis is a degenerative disease, you don't want to push too hard because ligaments and tendons are being degenerated. Also, the client got some of the sarcopenia factor that will be a diminishing in muscle mass, and as we've seen in the analysis before, because this is just a program, the workout program, she's a relatively small person with really low weight. Almost same measurements and waist to hip ratio, so that taking account that she doesn't train any posterior chain. Aerobic is going to be really low, anything between 3 to 5 days a week. We are sticking to 3 days for 12 weeks, so just giving her something to do once every day. And light to moderate intensity, 55 to 75% of her maximal heart rate, 20 to 30 minutes a session, as she can separate these sessions between bouts. We are not reaching 150 minutes a week, and 3 to 7 days on flexibility training. She almost stretches every day, and for now, what we've been seeing in the program, that's her favorite part of the program. And we start with the program. First week, very low intensity, very low volume. We're using for exercises, high box squat. We have some back assisted chin-ups, hamstring, glute bridges, TRX row. A lot of the program is going to be with body weight, since this is a new client and we don't want to put too much pressure or stress on her body. Hamstrings sliding curls, back TRX pullovers, which is going to be again body weight, hamstring dumbbell RDL. And for abdominal work, core work, we're going to be using most exercises around the big three, but McGill, dead bugs, bird dogs, and planks. So this is the fundamentals that she's going to start creating intra-abdominal pressure, so she can have a more stable core when she's using on her lifts and day-to-day activities. So that's a typical day, like a Monday, when she's using posterior work. Reps, we're respecting the 8 to 6 rule, and sets is very low volume for the first week. As you can see, most of the stuff is body weight. Using minus 100 pounds, that's minus the resistance you're using as band assistance. For Tuesday, we have all stretching and aerobic day. Aerobic day, we're gonna see it later, but for today, stretch 1 repetition equals 1 second, so she's gonna hold 15 seconds each stretch. She's stretching the chest, shoulder, tricep, bicep, hip flexors, and calves. Too many of the muscles that are overactive, usually in people that work on the desk job and they're sedentary. These muscles are overactive, and she got a lot of postural problems where we're trying to fix. And for the first session of aerobic training, she's gonna use very low impact activity like swimming, with a 55% of her maximal heart rate will be allowed to swim in any style or form she desires. And she can stretch before or after the session. We recommend that she does it before as kind of like a warm-up. And we keep going, and that's basically it. All this is a repetition of different workout plans. For example, this day we start with good morning, the other day we start with squat. Here we go back to squat, but we have assisted chin-ups, glute bridges, so we're changing a little bit everything. We cannot go through the entire program since we don't have enough time. Next we have calf stretch. Now we go to week 6, and in week 6 we see a low box squat. We're progressing into 2 sets already. We have back assisted pull-ups, from chin-ups to pull-ups. Hamstring, we're still working on bridges, and we're still doing our TRX rows with body weight. We got some hamstring with sliding curls, pullovers against body weight,